Hey, this is Road Warrior Animal, and you are listening to Interactive Wrestling Radio. Oh, what a rush.
Interactive Wrestling Radio. Only Christy Hemme. Christy, are you with us?
I'm here.
Fantastic.
It's great to have you on the show.
Hey, guys. Thank you for having me.
How you doing tonight?
I'm great.
All right,
I'm at home.
should we all introduce ourselves?
That would probably be best.
Let's get to know each other.
So let's
Yeah.
know each other. What's your name?
Get to know me.
Up to bat first is Brendan Brooks.
He's the one talking.
Right now.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm the one talking. And then?
James Walsh, that would be me. I'm the one who keeps calling you.
Okay.
And I'm the one who answered the phone when you called in. I am Ben Benya. It's good to speak to you.
Again.
I love your stuff. I loved watching you. It was great.
Thanks. Well, you got to watch more of me now.
Yes,
Oh,
indeed.
All right.
Actually, I just gave him a copy of Lockdown because he didn't order it, bad boy. And he's going to go watch it tonight, hopefully, and give us a
Yes,
review.
I am, actually.
So you get a little sneak peek of me.
Yes.
A little blink.
Yep.
You
Un
made my
poquito.
night. I could not watch the rest of the pay-per-view. I'd just be happy right there.
But
It's a
you
good
should.
pay-per-view, though. You got to watch the pay-per-view.
That's
It
true.
is, and that's the first thing I want to ask you. First of all, what did you think of TNA, the atmosphere, when you first got there?
I was completely surprised, and I really didn't know what to expect. I only knew from what I had experienced at WWE, and when I went, just it was a completely different setting. I mean, walking in, it was very relaxed, and I don't know, everybody was just so happy, and it was a really great experience.
Did you say that's different than it was in the WWE?
Okay, I gotta watch what I'm saying.
Eggshells,
I wouldn't say no, everybody's not happy there. I'm just going into TNA. It's very relaxed, and people are excited about it. It's a new project. It's a baby brainchild that they're working hard to turn into a bigger product. And with that kind of excitement, and with people that are just genuinely putting passion into something new like that, it's a different kind of energy. Whereas WWE is very established and has been around for a long time, it's a completely different energy, and it was really a refreshing feeling walking in.
Now, is WWE actually a little bit nervous at all because of TNA's, startup at all?
I mean, I couldn't say, but if I were them, I would be nervous about it.
Hey, good.
Just because I think that the people that it's a great group of people, and like these people, they're hungry. Everybody there is hungry, and sometimes that's lacking in people's attitudes. And when just walking in those doors, everybody there was hungry, and I could see it in everybody's eyes at TNA. They were hungry, and it's a fun thing to be around.
That's excellent. It's great to have you on the show once again. This is Christy Hemme on the Blaze 1260 AM. Getting back to the questions, though, I wanted to ask you, when you got to TNA, I asked you that, but when you got there, were you surprised to see some of the stars that you maybe came across in the WWE, such as the Dudley Boys?
Oh, it was nice to see them again. I mean, it's always nice. It's always nice to see
And Jackie,
faces
too.
that I've
That's
seen
correct,
before,
too.
huh?
And Miss Jackie as well.
Yeah, I know. It was nice to see her and Gail, and let's see who else was there. Earl Hebner, Rhino, Spike Dudley. It was good to see everybody again.
I think I speak for everybody on this show when we said that we were just glad that you did not leave wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
and that was never anything. I mean, I couldn't say I was going to TNA. I've been very quiet for the past couple of months, but I didn't leave WWE thinking I don't want to be part of wrestling. Wrestling, right when I won that Diva search, I mean, not even right when I won it, when I first started, going into the company, I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't see myself not doing this. And thank goodness for a company like TNA that, there, because I would be doing, I'd be doing something in wrestling, because I love it so much.
Are you still training to wrestle?
Yes.
All right.
I am.
That's
I want
great
to
to hear
wrestle.
that.
I went in and I was like, okay, guys, just want to let you know I really would like to wrestle, and P.S. I'd like to wrestle.
What was the look on their face? Were they just like, this girl's crazy?
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, I'll take a chair shot or, throw me through a table. I'm fine.
Table, why not?
That's what they love about you right there. Is that you just...
I'm like, I just love it. And just, I didn't do very much on the show, but just being around it makes me so happy. I was so happy to be there.
From what I heard, though, you were pretty involved in the Impact taping that's going to air tomorrow night as well.
Yes, it's cool working with, I get to work with, you guys will have to tune in and watch, so I can't give away any of the surprise, but
well,
it's
basically
really nice.
You play a very attractive Wink Martindale as a game show host.
Well, yep.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm now even more motivated to watch that, too. Holy crap.
I'm wearing a little dress.
Oh, sweet. And we've officially maxed out our ratings right now.
Now, kind of going back to your roots, you won the Diva Search, and when we saw you on TV, you seemingly had a genuine reaction. Were you actually filled in on before the actual event happened? Or was that right then and there?
That was right then and there, and
wow.
I don't even remember it happening. I was so like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I won. Out of my mind, happy.
You're like, is my name Christy Hemme? I don't know.
Like, what?
Honestly, though, when you were going out to that ring, did you think, okay, they've been grooming Carmella to win, so I don't stand a chance, even if the win's no for me?
I never let myself think about it as a contest. From the very beginning, I never even let myself think, hey, I might win this. I never let myself think I might lose this. I didn't let myself think about it in that way. I looked at the whole thing as a big audition to be in the wrestling industry. You know what I mean? Like, I just wanted to be part of wrestling, and so that just happened to be a very nice byproduct of what I was doing.
Well, right when the Diva Search basically started, when it was that first Diva Search and you guys were first put on television, it was pretty obvious to everybody that you and Carmella were the two standouts. I mean, you had a lot more energy, emotion. You seemed like you really wanted to do this. Some of the others may not have had that emotion, and Carmella was branded as something a little bit less than that, which I can't say over the air. But let me ask you, on the Diva Search, there was a lot of controversy behind that stuff. What's the truth to that? And more importantly, do you have any grudges held against you, or are you holding any grudges, or do you, did you get along with these people? How did it go for you?
Well, I really kind of stayed out of all that. And I don't think any of the girls don't get along now or anything like that. I think when you get into a situation like that, people's claws will come out. But right when it was over, it's kind of like, nobody really cared too much. I think it's just when you're under that kind of pressure and stress, everybody to some degree is going to want to win. Just personally, I know I wanted it more than anybody. Mm-hmm. So I kind of stayed out of it and just focused on the task at hand, which was, doing the best I could.
Was there ever a moment where you just had to say, wait, I need to stop for a second and see what the hell's going on? Because it just seemed like you just flew through there and, bam, here you are today.
See, I don't quite understand.
Well, you're kind of this way. It seemed like your career just sort of took off. You ever had a chance to, kind of take a look back and say,
you went
wow.
From the
These past couple of months, when I was, I've been at home and stuff, is when I've really been able to sit down and be like, what do I want? What makes me the most happy? What I kind of reflect on everything that happened, because that was such a whirlwind. I was there for almost 2 years, and we were constantly on the go, which is great. I'm a workaholic. I love to work, so I'm not, varied by any kind of schedule. But it was cool to sit back. The first thing I did when I got home was I did the World of Wheels tour, mm-hmm. and I went around and I would just sign probably like once a week or something like that, and it was a really neat experience to just sit and just talk to fans about wrestling and kind of see what I had done. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, when you were going through the motions, though, you came in, you did the Diva Search, you won that. All of a sudden, you're doing the Playboy thing. It just seemed like it was bing, bang, boom. You're in the women's title match at WrestleMania. Did it ever occur to you that, wow, all of a sudden I just stepped into this and I am in a very high-profile position?
Yeah, it was, and I think it was really quick and it happened really fast. But now it's like I can sit back and I think I'm going to be around for a while just because of my intensity and my passion for it. So I knew that it wasn't one of those things where you do something and it's like really exciting and then you're like, okay, I'm over that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had a feeling when I walked into that audition. I remember walking in and thinking, oh, this is what I'm going to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
it all
it's
came
not
together
like
for you.
it was just a really neat experience to be able to do all that stuff.
Was there any resentment from female wrestlers when you got that women's title match at WrestleMania?
I didn't feel any.
That's good to hear.
Because I was so, I mean, it's really obvious even just like when I watch it back, it's so obvious. It was like my first match, you know, and everybody could see that. Everybody knew I was trying, but it was like, there was not really any comparison as, you know, to being a wrestler because I had so much work to do.
Well, most importantly, were you happy with your own performance? I mean, I remember watching the match. You have WrestleMania 21 on DVD, and you just worked your ass off out there.
You know, when I watch it back, it's just kind of comical to me because, like, my kicks and stuff, like, it just makes me laugh because I'm like, oh, look at me, I'm trying so hard, you know. But I mean, I'm proud that I did it, you know.
A lot of people say that Trish Stratus is probably the best female wrestler we've seen in the past 20 years. Being in the ring with her, did you agree with that statement?
Oh, she's very good. Very good, yeah. Oh, yeah, I definitely agree with that. She's got a special, not only is she a good wrestler, but she just has that charisma that you gravitate towards, and I was very honored to be in the ring with her.
So I take it when you watched your WrestleMania match, then watch your, I think it was a 6-person match at No Mercy, you see a vast improvement in yourself.
Yeah, I think that I improved a lot. Well, because I mean, right when we got off, or right after WrestleMania, we went on the road, like overseas, and I started doing matches with Victoria because Trish had a back injury, and I wrestled on the road 4 days a week for months, you know, and so it was great experience. And by the end there, I think my last match was with Melina on SmackDown, and I have to say I'm so thankful that I got that last match because I think it was by about that point that I was feeling like, hey, I'm starting to feel like maybe I'm, you know, I can do this, you know.
Now, moving on to a different question. Did you have any sort of, was this posing for Playboy basically a tough decision for you? Because you went just from going to wrestling and then all of a sudden, bam, Playboy, as I said.
You know, Playboy was never anything that I wanted to do. It was never something that I was like, I want to be a playmate or I want to, you know, it just really wasn't anything, a big dream of mine or anything. But I wanted to make the company happy, and I wanted to, you know, I just wanted to represent, and that was an honor to be asked by them, you know, because there was, you know, the girls before me were, you know, it was very overwhelming. And I asked my father first if I was allowed to do it because he was like, I remember, you know, years ago, he was like, whatever you do, no posing nude, you know. So I asked him for his blessing, and he said yes, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do it.
Christy, we have to take a break. Can you stick with us through one more segment?
Sure.
All right, we're going to take a break right here on the Blaze 1260 AM. We'll be back with more with Christy Hemme.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
Welcome back to the wrestling episode of the Blaze 1260 AM. Right now on the phone, Christy Hemme, welcome back.
So, thank you.
It was very quick.
Yeah.
We like it like that. We wanted to get you back.
Oh, well, good.
We're enjoying it right now.
Why do I feel
entertaining.
Don't feel dirty. It's
We got lots of questions for me.
That's a bad
Yes, we do. Actually, we have the next question is a little bit on the hard side, and feel free to shoot it down if you don't want to answer it, but...
If I don't like it, I'm not going to say anything.
All right, we'll accept that. The question is, it's unfortunately concerning some bad news when you got released from the WWE.
Okay.
All right. You know the Internet.
Yes.
You know they like to talk.
Yes,
you know the Internet.
You've heard of it, right?
Yes, I've heard of it before.
It's that whole information superhighway thing. Yes. Well, the question I have for you is, of course, the rumors were going rampant about why you got released. Some even saying, oh, Stephanie McMahon was threatened by you. What was the real reason behind your release?
I don't know.
Were you upset that it was just sort of random like that?
I kind of had a feeling. I always trust my gut, and I kind of had a feeling, but I don't know. All I know is that I always gave everything that I do 100%, and I think that things happen for a reason, and I really feel like I'm supposed to be at TNA. Like, especially since I've done my debut, just going over there, I just feel like I belong there. It feels like the company for me. And I didn't really realize it at the time, but maybe WWE isn't the right company for me. But it felt like it always felt like I was supposed to be in the wrestling business. Just maybe I was not necessarily in the right place.
I have a really weird question for you.
Okay.
Not on the same topic, if it makes you feel better. It's completely obscure, and it popped into my head just now, and I had to ask it.
What?
Well, we were talking earlier about the kind of phenomenon that you became. You really went there quickly.
Uh-huh.
And now, whether or not you're aware of this, you do have your own action figure available.
I know, I have one.
It's an internet exclusive. You can still get one. How do you feel about being in the lore? I mean, there's only so many people who have been made into their plastic.
Immortalized, if you will.
It made
immortalized.
me so happy. It's like one of my favorite things because
Do you have one of your own?
I used to tell my girlfriends, and I used to joke around and be like, I'm going to be an action hero one day, girls, and I'd like run around, and because I used to travel with the dance team, so we'd be like goofy on the road all the time. I was on the road for 6 years before WWE, but so right when I got the doll, we all went out to Dimples, this karaoke bar, and I brought the doll, and I'm like, look at me, girls, I'm an action hero.
Do you have any other ones, take the Undertaker and actually, like, take the mini Christy and beat the little Undertaker down with it?
I beat you all up and I win.
The miniature Christy Hemme.
I love it.
Now, during that time between WWE and TNA, was it just like, I'm done, or what's the next thing?
I knew that I was going to do TNA.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that I knew that I was going to want to do it. I knew I was going to want to do something in wrestling. So,
And there's not a lot of choices out there.
No, I mean, I could do I'm going to do some of the indies, but I mean, I could go to Japan or, do stuff like that. I knew I'd want to do something in wrestling, but I just, I sat at home and I was just thinking, what do I want to do and what's going to make me the most happy, and I really am a workaholic, so I have to be working, but I forced myself to take a break and stop for a minute and kind of just reflect,
Yeah. As far as redheads go, I know redheads don't get enough credit as they should, because you guys are like diamonds in the rough. When you find the right one, it's like, wow.
Redheads are the greatest.
Exactly, because, there's so many blondes, brunettes, yeah, they're a dime a dozen, You have one redhead, it's like, oh my God. So, do you want to see yourself as like the next great redhead of all time?
Do I?
Yeah.
Lucille Ball, take two.
I don't really think about that kind of.
It just popped in my head right now. I was like, wait a minute, she's a redhead.
I am the next great redhead
of all time.
Of all
Lucille
time.
Ball, Christy Hemme.
No, I don't really think about that. I mean, I really love being a redhead. I think it fits my personality, and I think it suits me very well, but I don't know about all that.
Very fiery.
But it's funny, in the same week that I did my TNA debut, I shot a horror movie.
Yeah, we heard about that with Peter
and
Brady.
I was the lust demon, the redheaded lust demon.
All right.
How was it work? How was that working with Peter Brady?
He wasn't there when I did it, but actually, and his what is it? His fiance, what's her name?
I don't have a clue.
Adrian Curry.
Oh.
She did it too, but and the guy that did all of our like makeup and stuff, he did the mask for Star Wars and for Aliens. So I had this really crazy, like when I eventually turned into the Lust Demon, I look insane. You guys, it's scary.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where can fans keep up on all the latest Christy Hemme news?
Okay, well, first of all my pictures will be going up on TNA this weekend.
Woo!
You've got to keep checking out the website. I'm sure I don't know if they're going to go up early or when they're going to go up, but they're going to be going up. Also, we have a big premiere next Wednesday for Global Impact on TNA, and it's our internet web show, and you have to check that out. And then TNA's new primetime show, it's on Thursday night, you know, wherever your local listing time
Tell
is.
us a little bit more about next Wednesday night. Do we have competition out there now?
What do you mean?
Do I have competition now? Like, do we have to contend with TNA's official web show?
We're screwed.
Uh-oh.
You're screwed.
Uh-oh.
No, they could be on East Coast time, so.
But I think you can. I mean, I don't know exactly how it goes, but you can check it out at any time. You can
that's
always
good.
go on and log on and check it out, and all the details are on TNAWrestling.com. So.
All right. Now, a couple questions left for you. Rumors are that you're going to end up being Raven's girlfriend.
I haven't heard that one yet. I saw that was the rumor, but I haven't heard that from TNA yet.
All right. Shoot comment for me right here, okay?
Okay.
Be careful about that Raven.
Okay.
He chases anything in a skirt, trust me.
Okay.
And we've already determined you're wearing a skirt, so we should.
I love my skirt.
Keep that folding chair handy.
Now, before we let you go, let's do a little bit of some word associations with you. We're going to give you a name. You just say the first word or thing that comes to your head, all right?
And if you have a story, you can share the story, too.
Yeah, go ahead.
3, 2, 1.
All right, first one I'm going to give you, pretty obvious, Carmella.
No swearing.
No swearing.
I think Vixen.
Oh,
okay.
That's a good choice of words. How about this one? The Ugandan giant, the mighty Kamala.
Belly, baby, belly.
I have to ask you.
Just wanted to play in it.
Oh, really? We actually interviewed him, and I asked him a question about the Diva search, and he said, I don't think any of those girls had any idea who I was.
No, they didn't.
Did you, or no?
Huh?
Did you have any idea who he was?
I didn't know who he was either.
He's the Ugandan
perfectly
giant.
honest with you, huh?
He's the Ugandan giant.
I know. Well, we all know now, but we didn't know then.
That must have been pretty shocking.
It was. We didn't know what to do with him because he wouldn't respond to us. So we were like, okay.
Carmella was the best. She just stood and laughed. It's like, okay.
All right, next one on the list, Jonathan Coachman.
Big mouth. That man can talk.
Wow. Trish Stratus.
Legend.
How about your former roommate on the road? I'm drawing a blank. Help me out here.
I'm not helping you.
I'm not helping you, man.
She just posted Playboy. Why? Candace Michelle. There we go. I am an airhead. I am such an airhead. Sexy, was that?
Sexy.
Okay.
Cyndi Lauper.
Cyndi Lauper? She's, what is the...
Brendan.
Girls just want to have fun. That's what I think.
Exactly.
Where the hell did that one come from?
I just saw that in my head right now.
How about Lita?
Strong woman.
All right, next one. Oh, let's see. Going down the list here. Stacy Keibler.
Legs, baby.
Are you surprised that she's as successful as she's been?
No way. I'm not surprised. That girl deserves it, and she's just got such a great personality, and she's beautiful, you know.
All right, how about somebody that you've been rumored about? And feel free to say nothing or tell me to shut up. I don't mind. Batista.
What do you mean rumored with?
Man, you should see the rumors. I'd have to send you...
Oh, no, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
If Batista and her were a couple, I would die.
Huh?
I would pass out in just unbelievable joy.
Well, you'll be happy to know...
Married.
You'll be happy to know that you've been dating Triple H and Batista backstage for months.
Oh, great.
All right.
I'm so happy to
We don't know what
that
fantasy
one.
land the internet kids are living up in, but
That's a new one.
I've got two more for you. First one is Ashley Mazzaro, the 2005 Diva Search winner.
I just love her. She's I love when she screams. She does that. She just entertains me. She's a really sweet girl.
All right, last one. We ask, I think, everybody this one because it's always great to get a good reaction. Vince McMahon. Sorry.
you're officially off the Budweiser hot seat.
Not my favorite man.
Wow, that's surprising. But you know he's the god of McMahonism now, though, right?
Yeah.
Great.
I don't even know how to respond about that one.
Honestly, if you can, I trust you, of course, considering that I have to sit back here without a dropout. So.
Well, he's exactly like how he is on TV.
Yeah, I've heard
that's
that.
That's what we hear.
I have to give you one last word association, and that's just because it's a guy you were around so much, especially at your beginning stages. How about a guy that I think is hysterical? How about the Coach?
I think we already did that one.
We did.
We already did that one.
Jonathan Coachman.
That was.
I was like,
suck.
can we already do that?
I
Is that
suck.
fine?
Yes. I
James
suck.
Walsh,
Me?
where have you been?
That is the second time I've done that in the past 3 months, and that's mostly because I took my headset off to say, okay, who's asking the next question?
Okay.
Well, I guess it's all we have for you for the night. Christy Hemme.
Okay.
Muchos
All right,
gracias.
Christy, thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
We'll see you tomorrow night on TNA Impact, and of course, keep checking them out every Thursday night on Spike TV. And the next pay-per-view, I believe, is sometime in the middle of May, so keep it locked to TNAWrestling.com for all that information. And we'll be back with more from the Blaze 1260 AM right after this.